Hey folks, welcome back to our Battle Poker Summer League here. This is week 4, table 2. I am joined here as always with my best buddy here, Frosticles. Frosticles, how you doing today, sir?
I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, as always, sir. Got a little short-handed action today. Only 4 players showed up to this table, so it's going to be a nice, hopefully action-filled slugfest here. Maybe getting to see some hands that don't normally get played. Right off the bat, we can see 3 or 4 players seeing a second card. O'More picking up some battle cruisers and ghosts. Burnt with infestors and hydras. War within with Void Ray Marine. Terran 2/2 on the board.
I mean, BCs. I'm watching the BCs and Ghosts.
Yeah.
Void Rays are going to take the BCs, maybe. Not
Oh,
enough
here come
threes.
the EMPs. How much damage can they do to the infestors? Quite a bit. Looks like there's still a couple of shields left on the Void Rays.
They're damaged, though. Let's see what happens with the BCs here.
Woo, those Yamatos might
Ooh,
be
wow, they're focusing the
the equalizing
Ghosts.
factor there.
Were they focusing the Ghosts there? Or was I crazy?
I don't know. It looked like maybe they were.
Well, the Ghosts are gone. Hey!
BCE's relatively unscathed, picking up the pot for O'More.
Aaron +3, that's a lot of armor. Omar
And
and Man Can, a couple of GMs here, just pointing it out.
Burnt with a perfect count of disruptors. Man can playing 15 siege tanks. War within probably going to play the 21 corruptors. Picks up 19 hydras to go with. It's a pretty strong hand. You've got good solid or all-around DPS in the back with some tanky air units right up front, along with that added anti-air just in case somebody comes up with some really big ships. Unfortunately, those siege tanks are going to rip apart these hydras.
Yeah, Aaron +3, too. Dangerous
Ooh,
on
yeah.
Okay, so Void Rays versus the Corruptors here. I would have said Void Rays all day, but you never know because Corruptors are just AA units, right?
Right, but the Void Rays get so much bonus damage against armor, it's pretty likely they're going to take it down.
Okay. I know they destroy like large units.
Right. Anything armored, they do insane damage to.
Is that only when
Ooh.
their beam is wide and their energy is up? Because I know the
Right.
beam. Okay.
So they do, if I remember the numbers right, they do 6 damage every or twice a second rather to normal units. They do 10 damage twice a second to armored units. Then when their beam goes wide with the ability, it's 14 damage twice a second.
This is going to be interesting right here. I mean, I'm assuming Omar all day.
Yeah, Omar all day. The ghosts are just not going to have enough damage to
Oh,
get through
Burnt's in
that
it
Terran
too.
back.
Burnt with quick surrender. A quick shout out to Burnt. Holding it down this league. Quite a lot of wins. Almost a perfect record.
So I gotta ask Frosticles, while you do have a perfect record, and Burnt being one match off of a perfect record, you both technically have the same number of points in the league. How do you feel about
Well, I mean, all hats off to Team Burnt, out there putting the work in. I mean, I just tripped and fell and won a couple hands.
that? I'm sure that's how it worked out, Frosty.
I swear it was. It was a little bit slippery last week. We had the week off. I got lucky, you see.
Yeah.
Maybe next time you'll join me in the league. Next time we have it, bot, and then I'll have some competition ready to take me out from my spot at the
Hey,
top.
we'll see. We'll see.
Still two games left for the league though this season.
Oh yeah, we still got 2 more weeks, and then the grand finale with the final table of 300 gold starting stacks for all top 8 of our players to play down to a winner and see who actually gets crowned the champion of the first league.
I'm excited. Look at these tempests here. What do you think here?
I think unfortunately they're in the wrong kind of fight. Those infested Terrans are going to do a lot of damage to them, and the Thors are just not going to take that much from the Tempests.
It
So
was
they're going to be around to do plenty of
Thors, though.
damage. Those Adepts doing their best to tank for the Thors on the ground in front of those roaches.
You know what? It was the Immortals. We're holding it down.
Yep. Those infestors are armored, same as the Thors. Immortal's going to do a ton of damage here. Unfortunately, they don't have any shields left, so they don't get the damage reduction. Tempest
Single
still enough to take it down. War Within.
Not a single
Decent
Tempest
little
lost their
pot.
shield. I mean, you got to
Comes
put a
in
little more money in that point with that many Tempests, that many Immortals, suited, no upgrades on the board, in my opinion. No hate. 44 gold. It's early.
early it is. We still haven't seen our first timed blind increase yet. Already on to hand number 6. A pretty decent clip here.
There's a lot of good hands here. I'm seeing a lot of good hands here right now.
You love to see a
Bad
lot of
thing
good hands getting played at a quick pace so that you get more hands in at the current blind level.
I mean, Omar doesn't know that man can had his DTs there beat, but
Oh, that's a shame.
I was happy with his fold. There was a lot of hands out here that would have just
Yeah.
messed him up. He would have messed up the DTs for Omar, but then he couldn't have won with that hand. Not with them Helions backing those Oracles up. Helions, Hellions, you know what I mean. Look at these Tempests. Protoss +3, what could stop them? Just a split from the DTs. Let's go.
All right, nothing too much to note this time around. Omar with 19 of the Wish.com Ravens.
Okay, is that what you got your eye on? Let's see how War Within plays these couple of Oracles. Nobody betting too much here. I wouldn't think someone has the DTs. I wouldn't hang around with too much. He's going to call,
No.
though. He's going to call. Where does he put him in the back? Okay, interesting. Let's see what he's going to do here. Not much, I'm assuming.
I think
mean-
this is going to be a quick cleanup. Omar should have this fight. It's just a matter of does it actually go to showdown.
Those disruptors are obviously going to destroy the Zealots, but the question is, are the mines going to get up to the Oracles? He says, Wish.com Ravens. Let's see. Oh, they're
Ooh,
gone.
One more.
Only one more and only 4
That's
left.
it.
It's gone. I mean, if those 4
Skillful
were
use of the
done,
Widow Mines
had a
there.
chance. I mean, if those Zealots got taken out by the mines, a few more of them, you never know. One Helion. Wake up.
Clearly, we have Vibe smurfing for Can getting the Hellions.
5 carriers waking up.
And 4 Void Rays from War Within at a short-handed table. That's almost a playable hand. Keyword almost.
I mean, 5 or 6, I feel you. Almost.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's calling, though. For that kind of price, I would call too. Like you said, short-handed. A lot of these are... Yeah, go ahead.
Unfortunately, he's running down a pretty high count of these Thors and carriers, so he's going to get cleaned up pretty quick.
Those Thors disappeared pretty quick.
That they did, but they tanked long enough for the carriers to stay at full count.
Wiped off the map. Burnt taking it down with those carriers. That's going to move them up the list. War Within dropping down to the bottom. You know what? I don't mind short-handed action sometimes.
It's a lot of fun. I wish there were just a way to make it like full MMR, like as far as like up and down, first place and last place, like losing the same amount as a full game. It's kind of hard to justify playing it, especially at high ELOs right now, just because there's so little at risk. But yeah, short-handed play is a lot of fun. You have to play a lot more aggressively, a little more creatively, puts you in spots where you're normally not comfortable. Have to make some plays that normally you wouldn't.
I mean, I do have an idea about short-handed games with MMR counting. I'll get back into that. I see some queens here and disruptors versus 12 void rays and 10 tanks here. I got to see what happens here. I mean, don't count out Burnt. That's a playable hand too. Not the greatest hand, but you know, he
With the
swapped
Terran
in the front.
3-3, Terran 3-3 definitely makes the Reapers playable. They make some
Right.
excellent ground DPS.
Right, and when stalkers aren't bad, so I'm like, it's playable, but they don't know what they're running into. 12 void rays, a lot of disruptors gonna just absolutely destroy
Ooh.
those. Wow, I just seen a disruptor hitting the tank here. Let's see. Let's see up on. Okay.
Voidray's going to struggle a little bit with the queens since the queens are not armored. Tanks, however, if they can get down there, they'll do some damage. Last couple of disruptors taking pot shots. I think this is going to be a split.
I don't know. I don't know. Can those queens take those void rays out fast enough? Nah, you're right. You called it. It's a split. They'll never get up there. Look at them.
Slowly crawling away.
Just slowly getting up there. War Within just begging for the timer. You'll get it, pal. Okay. Man, can. Another 1 unit hand. Look at this backup card. We got Ravens down there, though. With Broodlords. I like it.
Don't forget, Burnt's got the Wish.com Ravens as well. They tend to go, when they go versus each other, it's kind of a mutually assured destruction.
Hey, here, War Within, 24 ghosts. That's what I like to see. Zerg +2.
Absolutely.
I'm not afraid. If someone's got the heavy queens or something, infestors, I'm about to EMP them. That's what I'm thinking when I see Zerg +2.
Exactly.
You
Man,
know, and
King with the 3-3 this time around. Unfortunately, like you said, those EMPs going to go off right on top of the infestors, leaving them useless. Battlecruisers moving in to mop up.
oh wow, that was
Look at
fast.
that. Yeah.
Man, can not happy about that.
Did he
Especially
lose
not
his
with
ghost? He lost a ghost
Zerg.
to all of that.
Oh man, he died for the cause. Let's go.
Lots of tearing on the board with Zerg 3-3 upgrades. Omor this time picking up the Ravens.
He says lots of Terran on board. Let's go.
Oh
Oh,
no, you hate
dude.
to see them with each other. Those Ravens are about to blow up all
Oh,
those
man.
DTs.
What's going to happen here? War Within, you don't want any of this action.
Good sized raise. War Within sniffs it out and folds it. Well done.
Great fold. You know what? That was a great fold. I like that.
Yeah. That was a pretty strong hand he put down, too.
Those Vikings, that was making me think about it. You know how I think about the Vikings sometimes. When air makes so much of a difference in every hand. Even the Vikings, you got to think about them sometimes. Suited?
Yeah.
Okay, 12 Archon's going to come into play here. I mean, you look at the Tempest and you think, wow, they're great, but
The
I see
Lings are there to hold the Adepts in place while the Archons get in position.
this. You know, and
That should be the end of the
them.
Tempest.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all for playing those Tempests with the Adepts in the front. I don't mind it. Little mini tanks, I believe you called them, about 100 HP or so. Those little Adepts in the front.
180 HP, I believe, actually. I think they're at 90 shields, 90 health.
Oh, there you go, pal. I knew you'd correct me with the numbers. Oh man, can check this out.
Liberator Immortal, not too shabby.
Terran
Nice
plus
little
3. Hello.
re-raise.
Yeah,
Those
he played with.
Liberators are going to hurt with that Terran 3-3.
Oh, he didn't get no
War
action
Within
with
puts it
that.
down.
No action with it. You hate to see it. It was a good bet too. I like the bet size.
War Within with the Liberators.
I mean, Bird's gonna have to
Puts
play
him
this, and
down.
he's gonna play it.
Yeah, Burn takes us down. 15 ghosts this time for Burn. Another hand to play. 17 corruptors for Man, not enough to bet. Interesting. What is he gonna do? We get a call.
Okay.
Nice
Stay down.
pickup.
Wow.
Nice pickups. 24 mutas for Man, 16 swarm hosts for Burnt. Put the swarm hosts in front. That's an interesting play.
Not like this. I mean, it's still gonna work, but not like this. Oh, they jumped out in front anyway. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be too much for the ghosts, unfortunately.
I don't know, but having them. I mean, I'm Team Burnt, so I don't know about that play there, but what can you do? Swarm host in the back for me, almost always.
Right.
I don't think it would have made a difference in this situation, though.
No, not in this situation. The mutas were too much for the ghosts to handle either way. It was a little creative putting the swarm hosts in front because that way the ghosts got into fighting position right around while they were surrounded by the locusts, so they could actually tank for the mutalisks for a little bit. But, they just kept moving forward while the ghost sat there, and that didn't last too long.
Can with a disgusting hand here.
Ooh, boom.
I mean,
The
tell me
wave
that's not a
of
hand you're going to bet a lot of money with.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Those banelings clean up anything on the ground, and the liberators clean up anything that's left over.
Anything that's left
What
over.
a hand.
Wow, absolutely
War Within
phenomenal.
and Burnt in some pretty tight spaces right now. Gonna have to make a play very soon.
Closing in. No doubt about it, but you called it, my man. Man, Can up top, though, makes the play with the Zerglings. I love it. Let's go.
Hey, gotta bluff every once in a while.
I mean, he was on top of the pot. He felt it. He was top stack. Let's go. When you sense weakness at the table, man, you got to show strength.
Yep. And when a game with such aggressive blind increases, I mean, the faster you do it, the better.
And just like you said, man, short-handed, 4 people here. The cards have
You,
changed. We're not waiting
you
for the best hand possible. We're waiting for a playable hand. Am I right?
exactly. Yeah, you gotta lower your standards when you're playing at a 4-handed table because compared to an 8-handed table, you're just gonna get eaten up by the blinds and antes if you don't.
All right, I'm going to throw my idea out here real quickly. All right, you tell me if I'm completely out in the wilderness, as it does happen sometimes. But why don't we do? Let's see how. Let me see how we're going to phrase this first here. Let me see how we're going to phrase this for you.
All right.
We'll do. We're going to have a count for MMR. We're going to have it up to 6 people or 4, so it doesn't have to be a full game. You could do 6 or 4. It's up to you, whatever you want. I mean, I'm even down for heads up if it's possible.
Oh, right,
But
right.
you have to figure something about it. So I was thinking instead of having all ins, you have the pot max,
Oh, so pot limit.
pot limit.
You know me, I love some pot limit, but I think that it might confuse some of the non-poker players that are getting into the game.
You think so?
Yeah, a lot of them haven't heard of like a pot limit game before and might have trouble like doing the poker math on bet sizing.
Well, I'm just thinking it would stretch out the time properly, right? To make it more proper for the MMR people to have a short-handed game. Otherwise,
Right,
why play an 8-handed table if you could play a 4-handed table? If the MMR is the same, right?
right.
Or would it be different because you'd lose much more with 8 people, you think? When you get
Currently, you gain and lose much more with 8 people because you actually gain and lose per person that's in the game, based
but you
on
need
whether
at
you
least
beat
6.
them or they beat you.
Is that right? You need at least 6 to
4.
count for MMR?
Four is currently the minimum for making a game count.
But what do you get for a win with it with a 4? With a
Not very
4-handed table?
much.
No, it does. It does really affect the way the MMR is spread out, right? I get
Yeah.
questions on the MMR all the time. I know there's a little bit about it on the Discord there if anyone wants to jump in and figure it out there. There's a little bit about it. Void Rays wiping up the BCs.
War
Great hands
Within
all around.
out.
GG. War within, buddy.
And with that, we're already down to top 3. Burnt sneaking in for the hopefully to be in contention for that last bonus point.
I mean, I've seen people come back from less.
Oh yeah, you know you and I have both done it.
All in. With Ravens is to boot.
Ravens.
And Queens
But
backing
the
them up.
infestors.
Let's go.
The infestors. They're gonna drop infestatorans right underneath the Ravens. Ravens are gonna go boom here very shortly. Look at that, they're already targeting a few.
You know what? Queens to back them up, though. Ravens are doing what they have to do. Queens are
look at
here.
that.
Queens are the superstars.
Oh no, Queens are absolutely gonna mop this out.
Omar, buddy,
Burnt's
I'm
still in
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry, pal. You too, man, can, but I'm here. Team Burnt. 8 chips, baby. Let's see it. I'm a believer. 24 now. I'm here for you. Let's go.
2.5
Couple
blinds. Let's go. 17 mutas. That's playable.
I don't know. They're about to run into 17 Mutalisks. 25 stalkers to back it up. Put them in the front. This just got exciting. I love all in poker bot. Let's go.
Ooh, quick surrender there.
Out the back quickly.
Quick surrender.
Like a gentleman, man can. With the all-in magic. Are we going to see it again here with the BCs?
Oh my goodness. This has to be an all-in. And he min-raises.
That's why
that looks a little
That was
suspicious.
absolutely phenomenal. Omar's going to call with those queens.
No.
Oh,
I think the min raise looks too suspicious at that stack size. I
that's
think
why
you have
you're
to go ahead and go all in.
the professional, buddy. Sometimes those smaller bets are definitely suspicious.
You're just absolutely telegraphing the strength of your hand, just saying like, "Please, I'm begging you to call me."
Yeah, like don't worry, it's not too expensive. Get on in here. Yeah, sus,
Exactly.
sus. Tell me, bot, sus. Raise 24 though. DTs all day. Liberators fighting those phoenixes.
This will be a split pot.
Yeah, Lib's gonna wipe the floor. I don't know. Protoss suited. Okay. Bot D, you sound surprised.
Nah, not in the slightest. Ooh, here we go. This will be a nice little hand. Omar with 21 Phoenix, Burnt with 20 wild cards. Man Can gets out of the way with his 10 Marines.
I mean, this is a run of cards right now. This is an absolute run of cards if those wild cards pay off. But 21 phoenixes.
I mean, all it takes is one Thor, and those Phoenix can't lift it. One Thor, one Archon, one
Lift, bro.
Ultralisk. There's the Ultralisk.
Here's the
Phoenixes
ultra.
are not going to work against it. It looks like those Disruptors are going to take out the Colossi. You're safe.
Look at those. A couple of heavy units up top, too. Oh, wow. Not a bad spread, though, for the wild cards.
Oh, not at all. That was wonderful.
Like you said there, Ultralisk. You called it right in the beginning.
Yep.
Phoenixes, do you lift, bro? I don't think they do. Here we go. 25. Man, can't waking up with the DTs.
Oh
Run
boy.
into burns. If they burn can stay around, nope. Man, can't quickly swiping up the pot.
Omar with a strong 12 Immortals takes it down with a min raise.
I would like to see a check there in that position.
Ooh, 25 wild cards, 13
Checking
Swarm
the
Hosts.
checks
We might have a hand here.
I mean, short-handed like this, I want to see a couple of checks here. I
Brings
want to
the
see a couple of
trap with
traps.
a double bet. 6 Thors to put in front. That's not bad. This should be a pretty interesting fight. I think that Man Can's going to take this down. Here comes the random assortment of units.
Just one of everything on the way in. Swarm hosts. I mean, they're fighting back. Those little locusts, man, they take out some units. They do their best. Swarm hosts
They
hiding
do
in
some
the back.
damage. It's pretty impressive to watch them work. Unfortunately, just not enough this time around.
$234 gold. That's a fat pot. Omar stepping out. Is that a GG?
Here we go. Man Can with a 4-1 chip advantage going into heads up. Ante's already at 16. Burnt's going to be working with just over 5 bets.
Omar, great player.
Oh, what a hand right off the bat. We have Ultras into Thors. Queens into Marauders.
I mean, Ultralisks.
Ultras in the back.
I mean, Ultralisks coming out strong here.
Still stuck behind the Marauder.
The Marauders died for the cause right there in the front. You see that shit? They took all the damage. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. And there's one of them left. Just call him the sergeant.
Burnt taking this down. Nice little pot to get him started.
Man, Can, you were calling out his 400 gold. Burnt said, hello. Let me take a piece of that. 164. Is that a quick double up?
Not quite. Almost. Check, check. First to bet's going to take it. Man can't hold up with 7 units.
Yep, he who dares wins. I love it. Man Can, though. He's going to like those Thors.
But you got to love the 12 Broodlords. Perfect count, great
Broodlord.
siege unit. 22 mutas to go with
now
us. They're not suited. Got to love it. Put the mutas in front, I think. No, the mutas are going to get in front regardless. That'll get the Broodlords into the fight quicker. Unfortunately, those Thors are about to switch modes, potentially. Nope, they're going to focus on the Broodlords and the ground units instead and get torn apart.
Wow. Oh,
Nice
that was a
hand
great
by
move.
Burnt.
That was a great move, putting the Broodlords in the front like that, so the Mutas can
Yeah,
come flying from behind. I like that, because I would normally throw them in the front, the Mutas. I love that play.
that was well done.
Shout out to Burn. I mean, you caught it right away. You said they would have great time for the Broodlords to get in position. Waking up with another 12! Oh no, we switched rotation. They're only 9. My
Still a
screen's
good
for a
count.
second.
Unfortunately, not a whole lot on the ground for them to target this time around.
Those Vikings going to be able to take out those Mutalisks. Number for you. Sorry, Burnt.
Yeah, we don't have 10 seconds yet. It's going to be over.
Oh, 8 carriers.
And the 12 Cyclones. You know you're going to want to play those Cyclones. Oh, suited now with the Banshees. You got a strong anti-ground component. You're definitely going to want to make this call. It's going to be unfortunate, but yep. And we're back to where we started, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to lay down.
Yeah.
Fortunately, running into 8 carriers going to be an absolute decimation.
Yep. We are back to 400 into 100.
Well, that pal, back right where we started. To the gold dollar, my
But
man.
good job on Burn not going broke on that hand. It would be very tempting for me to just go ahead and get it all in and hope for the best. And he saved himself a little out. Still with 4 bets left. There's a chance.
Here we go, man. Can. 18 DTs.
Whew.
With a check. I like it.
Check. Still, okay.
Oh,
Finally
couldn't fall
puts a
through with the
little
check,
out there.
though.
Yeah.
He couldn't fall through with the trap. Burnt's going to call here.
Do you have to call heads up with 21 Hellbats? I think Hellbats are a sometimes call in this situation. I don't like calling this all the time. Your opponent's just going to be able to exploit you if you do that. Like they're going to be able to just stop raising their light ground units at all and be okay.
I wasn't leaning too much on the Hellbats there. I was thinking at least 10 Phoenixes. That's a little bit of air superiority in a heads-up situation where you can't guarantee you're going to run into air at all, you know?
True.
And
you do have the
Hellbats,
backup of
that's
being
like you
able to
said.
lift.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you're not running into something. Do you lift Phoenixes? You know, that's all I'm thinking when I see them. Do you even lift, bro? One Elefante. You called that earlier. Could have been a Thor either, like you said.
Yep.
Ravagers here. Gonna ravage.
Burnt with the superior unit count. Probably going to take this down here. No problem. Adepts dealing with the Locusts easily. Ravagers taking out the Stalkers.
Oh yeah, gonna be a wipe. How do you feel about the Ravagers, bot? Let me get your thoughts
Love
on
them.
Just love them?
Got to put something tanky in front of them, preferably with a little DPS. I like Cyclones. Corruptors can do it too, especially since they'll give you suited with the Ravagers. But they're great anti-air in this game since most units don't dodge the Biles. And they do pretty decent anti-ground DPS as well. So, I mean, all around a pretty good unit.
This is going to be a ham. We're going to see some action here. Just a couple of checks in the end here.
And the Marines make it to the Tempest and actually take them down. That's not a whole lot of Marines.
Do the Disruptors hurt their own units? Question.
I am not sure. Let me Google that real quick.
Just thought into my mind here. I wondered, hey, could they hurt their own groups of Marines there? With some splash damage. Tempests. Gonna take them down here. You know what? Probably not enough time. Yep, there it goes.
Yep, it will damage friendly units, but it will not hurt other disruptors.
Okay, so maybe there was a little splash damage I was seeing there on the Marines. Maybe I wasn't crazy.
Could be.
Well, I was seeing Vikings where there were Broodlords earlier, so my mind.
Disruptors,
here we go again.
Burnt with a great counter here. This is going to go boom, boom, boom. Look at this. Everything exploding on the ground. Infestors going down. Maybe not enough of the Reapers down, though. It's going to be a while before they get another Nova off. Here they go. A couple more Novas going off. About half of the Reapers go down. Still down to just Disruptors running away.
Vexter's coming in quick. Here they come.
This should be a pretty easy mop up for the Disruptors. I don't see it being any
Who's up
issues.
there?
Yep. All those infested Terrans timing out. We're down to
Oh
two.
no!
Yeah, two Reapers. Boom.
2 Reapers were the last hope, and they're out of here.
Burnt with the double up. We're almost at 50-50 stacks here. 300 to 200. Burnt takes it down.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, this could be a good pot. It's going to depend a lot on what those 18 wild cards roll.
This is what you like to see, bot. I know you love them wild cards with a fat backup hand like that. 23
can't let this go.
Oh no.
It's 32 into 192. You're getting such ridiculous odds.
Over the top. I'm all in.
Oh, he was thinking about a re-raise. Very nice.
Yeah. I was all in here. I like holding it back. It's good move here by Burnt.
Looks like an okay little rollout here for the wild cards.
Well, I mean, man, Can's gonna call. I mean, his hand was not a bad hand, not a hand to laugh at, not a hand to sneeze at. I choom sneeze, but I'll tell you what, those wild cards, what a hell of a roll.
Woo. And Can now down 2 blinds, one of them already in the middle. Goes ahead and shoves in another one, leaving himself an out of 4 chips.
Oh, wow.
That had to be a mistake. Burnt taking a shot with the Lings and the Banshees. Not going to be enough with Man Can's Phoenix on the board.
Phoenix is going to take them out quickly. Man Can getting a nice little double up here. Can Man Can make a comeback that Burnt made? Let's see. He is a GM. It could happen. 1923 MMR. But Burnt is the legend. The one, the only. Absolutely unstoppable in the league. Well, I mean, except for that one table. But, you know, it was a cold day. It was a cold day. And Burnt could only hand up so much. Man Can void raise here.
Once again, those Phoenix not able to lift the massive Thors, so this should be a pretty easy cleanup.
Oh no. I mean, look at the void raise. They're just doing their jobs, but there's just not enough of them in this moment.
Well, hold your thoughts, because those Thors are just not getting a lot of DPS out right now. They are in the splash mode, and the void rays did not stack up really all that well, so... Alright, I think we're going to be good. The void rays are going to go down, but for a minute there, it looked a little iffy.
Yeah, they weren't getting them. Oh, look at this! Can they hold out? Not enough. That was a good fight, though. Good call, bot. Void Ray's almost holding it down. Getting the split.
Ooh, great Baneling count into a mediocre High Templar count. Ooh. A lot of those Banelings are going to die, but we'll see if the few of them can get through and actually kill a few High Templar. No, that's going to be an easy mop-up for the Liberators.
Great hand. Well played, man. Can.
And we are back to almost even stacks once again.
I mean, hand 45. This is a great game.
Yeah, for only being 4-handed, this game is going the distance.
Absolutely. You know what it was? 4 good players.
That's all it takes.
4 great plays. Yep.
Oh, you hate to see it with the Zerglings running into the tanks like that. That is a lot of Void Ray, though. Let's see how they do. They pop their, what did we agree that it was called? I know it's not Flux Veins, but the extra armor, the prismatic alignment, I think that was it. Prismatic alignment. Yeah.
Just trying to help you out, pal.
I appreciate it, buddy.
The knowledge is shallow like a pond, but I'm here for you when I can. I know your knowledge on this subject runs deep, buddy. I got you, buddy. I'm here.
Sometimes it's hard to pull it all out of the muck that's in my brain.
All right, you got an ocean there sometimes. Look at these adepts coming in clutch.
Whew.
Am I a dreamer here or what?
Oh, no. I don't know. They're hitting the Immortal instead of the Reapers. They really need to take out the Reapers first. Unfortunately, there go the adepts. Boom.
A few Zerglings had them busy. I was I was a believer in those adepts, but as soon as those Zerglings were gone, everything just focused on those adepts, and they were gone quick. Yeah, you're right though. They did focus that immortal. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it was out in front. That had to be it. It was just the first target they came into.
Out in front and tanking. That's what they do. Look at these oracles. I'm gonna bet here if I had those oracles.
Yeah, in a heads-up situation, oracles are phenomenal. They do such incredible DPS to ground units. They'll clean up a lot of stuff that can be anti-air before they actually get killed.
Can 72 gold.
This has been an absolute slugfest. Heads up, we've seen the lead change at least a couple of times, I believe.
And we make it to hand 50. Here we go.
And you got to remember, this is coming from Burnt being down 4-1 in a chip deficit.
I mean, 8 gold. I told you, I'm Team Burnt all the way, but I'm a fan of Man Can. This is exciting poker, guys.
There's the all-in. Unfortunately, it was a badly timed bluff for Man Can. This is going to be easily cleaned up by the Queen Disruptor. And that's going to do it for us.
Wow, bot D, 4-handed, hand 50. I was wondering if we could make it to it. This is all she wrote. Team Burnt.
One more round of Disruptor shots is going to do it here. Not even needed. Queens are enough to mop it up.
From 8 gold, Team Burnt. If you're out there listening, buddy, amazing plays. You're one to watch, buddy. I'll be watching you. Wow, man, look at that. Bot D, what do you think here?
Hey, man, well played by Burnt. Very much deserved. You know, sometimes you got to get a little bit lucky. He's saying he got lucky in game. You got to be a little lucky to win a poker tournament here and there. Nobody's going to win it just by pure play alone. You got to have the cards hit you sometimes. And, hey, man, I think it was a case of little column A, little column B this time around. Had some solid plays, some solid cards. What else can you ask for?
I'll tell you what, it might have been a short-handed table, but don't knock them. Hand 50, fought for it all the way. Team Burnt, baby. You earned it. Man, can't take in second. Omar, third place. War within. You were battling, buddy. Bot D, thanks for having me. I'll catch you on the next table. I'm headed there right now. I'll see you in a minute. Thanks, guy in the sky there. Shout out to you, Battle Games. I don't forget about you, pal. There you are.
Cheers,
buddy. See you later, bot. See you in a minute. See you all later at home, guys. Fans of Battle Poker. You know I'm here for you guys. Frosticles, I'm out.
Frosticles with the longest sign-off in history of Battle Poker. Much appreciated, sir. We will see y'all next time. Take care. Until the next table.